Hi everybody, it's Amy Co here from Snark Heart, and I am so happy you made it to my channel. Thank you so much for coming and seeing what Snark Heart is all about. If you are new here, like and subscribe, and if you've been here for a while but haven't liked and subscribed yet, quit mooching and hit the button. If you have any questions or comments during the video, please feel free to leave a message for me and I will answer them for you. Finally, last bit of housekeeping, if you aren't in my Facebook group, please join Snark Heart Laser Files for Cool People. So if you're watching this video, you're probably new to the Snark Heart universe and you've seen these files everywhere, all over the laser pages, and now you want to know more about making your very own Snark Heart mini bookcase, or in this case, a decorative item. So to help you out with that, I'm going to show you how quick and fun and easy it is to use my files to make beautiful products for yourself, for gifts, or better yet, to sell, because my clients are finding that they are making a lot of money selling these files because they're so different from everything else out there. So all of my files are always just layered pieces of wood or acrylic, or in this case, a combination of both. Simple. No having to fit tabs together or hope things fit perfectly because of the curve of your cut. It doesn't matter with a Snark Heart file. This file can be made one-sided or two-sided. I have another one that I will put up on Facebook to show you. This one I did a single so you could see how pretty it looks with just one piece of acrylic. So I'm going to take everything off screen here and take it apart and show you how it all goes together. So starting off, I start with my back layer. If you like this technique, please look at my video, Let's Spit All Over Everything, about the beautiful and illustrious, amazing product called Unicorn Spit. If you're not using this yet, brace yourselves, guys. This is going to blow your mind. So check out Unicorn Spit and check out that other tutorial. So won't go over that today, but it is really super simple and quick and gives you a really fun effect. Now next, there are 3 layers with the moth, and each one is just a little bit different on this file. It's not the way it always is, but this time it is. I decided to show you one without a mini bookcase today, but I'll show you some layers with the mini bookshelves as well. So you just take this layer and glue it down. I use my most favorite glue. You'll see this in every one of my videos, Aleene's Tacky Glue, and I love this upside down one because it means my glue is always at the tip, unless I'm an idiot and I leave it on my desk like that, because that does happen. So I'm just going to take and go with just a little bit of glue. You don't have to go bonkers here. Just kind of touch it around so it adheres nicely. If you're doing this as a mini bookshelf, it's not really going to be bearing anyway, so you don't have to make yourself too crazy. I also like to work with white glue because it gives me a little bit of open time, so that if I don't have my layers laid out exactly perfect, I have a little bit of wiggle room, quite literally. I can wiggle things right into place, just give that a little bit of a squish, so it started to adhere. So layer 1 and the background are done. Next layer is the middle, and this has a slightly different pattern. And I'm just going to, again, just dot a little bit around the edges. You really don't have to get glue crazy here. It's just, you don't have to. And then, like so, a few more dots here and there, just in case somebody drops it. And again, down it goes with a little bit of a squish. See how I got it all, it wasn't lined up perfectly there? Just go ahead and line it up, so you have that open time. If you happen to get a little bit of glue squishing through, generally it's not even going to be an issue, but you can just come in with a paintbrush and clean that up if it bothers you. All right, so we've got 2 layers of our moth done. One more decorative layer with stars in different places. And dot around the edge again, just a little bit. Pretty easy. Super exciting, right, guys? Look, I even put my glue away properly. That's a shocker. So again, if I was building this as a mini bookshelf, I would have all of these open. But I wanted to see what this would look like as just a crystal ball without. So I'm not going to get too worried about that glue squishing through, because when it dries, it's going to dry clear. Okay, so next I'm going to bring in a plain layer. This is going to give me some depth. I'm going to have 2 layers like this, one and another like so. On this piece, I used Pure Bond 1/4-inch plywood from Home Depot. It is actually a little bit shy of 6 millimeters. So I do 2 layers to get that color for one, and also to get some depth, because in a moment here, we're going to take a cutout of cardstock of our death's head moth. And I did this because I wanted to be able to bend the wings and give this a little more depth and excitement and movement. So this is cut again out of cardstock. I'm just going to take and bend the wing up on both sides just a little bit. I'm going to bend those two just a tad, just to kind of give it a little bit of interest. You don't have to do this. You can leave it flat, but anyone who's been here any amount of time knows that Snarky tends to be a little bit extra. Going to give a little glob of glue right on the thorax. Hope you all studied your 7th grade science classes there. All right, got that squashed down. And now the pièce de résistance, little skull. I just cut this out of wood and spray painted it, as with the rest of the piece. Besides the unicorn spit parts, it was all spray painted white. I used chalk paint from Rust-Oleum in linen white this time. I really use a ton of that stuff. Okay, so now we've got some beautiful depth and a really stunning piece. I'm going to come back in here and give this a little more glue to glue these 2 layers down. Excuse me. Dot, dot, dot. Feeling wild and crazy here. Flip it over, squash it down. And now you can kind of see why I built those extra layers there, so that when we pump up our little wings like this, they, oops, I got his head all wonky there. You've got that depth still. Okay, so one of our last layers is going on now. It's going to glue. I'm actually going to glue on this side because I got those holes because I cut it wrong. And I'm not cutting something extra. Little dots here. Little squish. Want to make sure it's all lined up and I don't see little like light edges where it's not lined up properly. Again, this is one of those nice times to have white glue because you have that open time. I'm going to pump that wing up just a little bit more. It's fine by me if it touches the acrylic. Okay, this layer I am only going to glue down back here where the top and the bottom of my stand would be. I may be wrong. You guys may probably correct me on this. I don't know the best glue to adhere your acrylic to wood, but I'm going to try white glue. So I'm also going to dust this off because my craft room is filthy and it got a little dusty and we don't want the inside dusty. So just using the edge of my t-shirt because I'm too lazy to go get anything else. Okay, so down she goes. Little squish. It's actually kind of illustrative. You can kind of see how much movement your glue has. You can kind of even, go like that and create a nice bond. Now, right in here, normally if you wanted, you could just score this part and not cut it out. But I left it open because I thought maybe it would be really cool to be able to add some, like a little, I don't know, like a little quote or something. Or if I had left it open as just one big open bookshelf, you could do another little scene back in there. And then this plexi or acrylic would keep it all together for you. So that's it. There you have it. That is all it takes to put together a Snark Heart file. No fitting tabs together, no trying to hope that your kerf is right. It's just a matter of cutting and gluing. And you end up with these beautiful complex pieces that you and your customers are absolutely going to love. You'll never find anything like it. And if you do, it's either something I made or somebody's copying me. And if that's the case, let me know, please. If you liked this video, please, again, like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below to tell me what you think about this technique and unicorn spit. Or if you have any questions, feel free to write below or send me a message. Thank you so much for coming to my video. Again, this is Snark Heart by Amy Co. Thanks for coming.